Today we're going to introduce the wondrous world of geology. First, what is geology? Geology is the study of the Earth, its structure, its history, and the forces that affect it. But how does geology affect us? Well, you might have experienced it through earthquakes, volcanoes, landslides, erosion, and the everyday use of natural resources. We're going to talk more about natural resources in just a moment. With geology, scientists also study the rocks to figure out where we have been and where we are going as a planet. They do this by studying the inside or the unweathered part of the rock to determine what's inside of it and how it has changed over time. Which is really important because some of the rocks on our planet are hundreds of millions of years old. Such as this type of rock, Gneiss, a rock that is not only extremely friendly, but has seen a new formation of mountains around it and might even have been stepped on by dinosaurs in its lifetime. Wow, the things these rocks could have seen. But one of the most important ways that geology affects us in our everyday lives is through the use of natural resources. In rocks, these are called minerals. And there are a bunch of different types, such as mica, feldspar, quartz, crystals, and much more. You see, everything we produce and use comes from nature somehow. Plastics are made from oil, glass comes from sand, and we use minerals everywhere. Energy is also produced by natural resources in the form of coal, nuclear, and hydro plants. Now, all of these natural resources are split into renewable and non-renewable. Renewable resources, such as plants and animals, have the capacity to reproduce themselves. Our most reliable renewable resources are the sun, wind, and water. Because we know that the sun, for example, will always be there and doesn't take any days off. Non-renewable resources do not regenerate themselves within the foreseeable future. Substances such as oil, gas, coal, copper, and gold, which once used cannot be replaced, at least not in our lifetime. So which resource do you think might be better for our environment and our future? Renewable or non-renewable resources? That's right! Renewable resources are very reliable and healthier for our delicate planet Earth. We need to be careful in how we use our natural resources because we only have one planet and it's home to everybody. So let's review what we have just learned. First, geology is the study of the Earth, its structure, its history, and the forces that affect it. Second, we feel geology through certain events such as earthquakes, volcanoes, landslides, erosion, and the everyday use of natural resources. Natural resources are anything we produce that comes from nature somehow. Third, these natural resources are split into those that can regenerate and those that can't be replaced, or renewable and non-renewable resources. Thank you for joining me on this introduction to the awesome world of geology. Next time you see a random rock lying on the ground, consider that it might be older than you can possibly imagine and all of the cool things that we can learn from it. It might even have some precious minerals in there to help make our lives easier. Be well, my friends, and always remember that you are awesome. Subscribe to my channel to stay updated, and a like is always appreciated. We'll see you next time at Sam's Outdoor Science for Kids.